Memorial service is being held today for the late Zondeni Sobukwe. President Cyril Ramaphosa last week declared a special official funeral for the veteran. She's being honoured by government for her pivotal role in fighting apartheid. Now, Sobukwe passed away at the age of 91 at her Graaff-Reinet home in the Eastern Cape. She will be buried on Saturday. eNCA's Malungelo Booi is at that memorial for us and joins us now live. Malungelo, it's getting to that time in our democracy when we are bidding farewell to our anti-apartheid activists and our stalwarts. Zondeni Sobukwe, certainly up there among the best of them.
That's right, Michelle. In fact, for many people, she's known as the mother of Azania, a dedicated activist and a fighter for the working class. And the people that are gathering here at the Johannesburg Civic Centre or City Hall are here really to remember and honor the tapestry of life that this woman lived. I mean, many people, Michelle, describing her as an exemplary, a person who lived her life with the ethos, really, of the party. She was also its founding member. Joining me now is the president of the PAC, Narius Molotose. Thank you so much for your time. How do you begin to remember an icon like Mama Sobukwe?
It's very difficult because Mama Sobukwe lived far before we were born, and she went through all the difficult times. She's a woman of great perseverance. She has seen them all. She supported Robert Malungelo Sobukwe through the tribulations. So we are here to remember the life that's worth remembering.
Sure. I mean, one of the things that people have been saying about this struggle icon is that we've got so much that we can learn from her. What is it that the PAC today is learning from this struggle icon?
Well, she maintained herself as a true African woman, the African values. She never wanted to impersonate, to become somebody else or something else. She has been very consistent. She believed in herself that the development of people should start exactly where they are. But what we have seen is the support and the consistency of the husband and of the cause for which the husband stood for all along.
Let's talk about her as a struggle icon, her role in the struggle. Take me to the 1950s in Alice, in Adelaide, where she led the
of nurses, and she wanted to improve the condition of the nurses, and that is where she met Robert Malungelo Sobukwe, the husband. She was a leader in her own right, and that obviously earned a great respect. And she never stopped since then. What we need to learn and observe from her consistency is that since those times, until the day she died, she never turned back. She has been consistent for the cause of justice and for the cause for which all the oppressed people then and now stood for.
Let's talk about what's happening within the PAC and how it's respecting the legacy of this woman.
Yes, fortunately, on the 12th of May, the leadership of the PAC, led by myself as its president, we had the whole-day session with her. We have learned greatly from her input. She has a very clear memory. She remembers everything. Now, it was my third time where I met her personally, and I was surprised and taken aback by the freshness of her memory about the things that went through, about the streets in Alexander, about Soweto, but more the passion she has had for the party. Also, she has been following party very closely, and she asked the leadership of the PAC to keep the flag of the PAC up and never to go back.
I want to ask you this question, though. Are there divisions within the PAC, and is that honoring this woman's legacy?
There are no division within the PAC. We have been experiencing these things of the people that were expelled from the PAC that constituted themselves into a group outside the PAC, and they were seeking to project themselves as PAC and created confusion in the public space. That we admit.
But is that not disrespecting the legacy? Is that not disrespecting the legacy of this great?
Definitely, that is a disrespect. But you remember, these are the people that in the recent past, they were in the leadership of the PAC. They were unable to put the PAC together, take it forward. It is now that we are able to put the PAC together, make sure that it moves to the center of South African politics. It addresses the issues of our people, that they begin to appear disruptively. We see this as a phase or something that we have to go through. But eventually the PAC has found its way. We are moving forward.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your time. That's the president of the PAC, Marius Moloto. Michelle, I also just want to talk to you about some of the sentiment that we've heard from other political parties shortly after the passing of Umama Sobukwe. The ANC, for example, in a statement, described her as a hero of the nation and the daughter of the soil. They're saying that throughout the struggle for democracy, Umama Veronica Sobukwe's strength, passion and determination served as an inspiration to generations of freedom fighters. And of course, the EFF also saying that Umama Sobukwe was amongst really the women who went through hell because of the activism of her husband during apartheid, and of course saying that they're asking her to greet other veterans, other women fighters that have passed on, and tell those icons that have passed on that South Africa will finally have the land expropriation without compensation. What we're currently going to be seeing here, Michelle, is one of many memorial services that are taking place throughout the country in honoring this legend. It's back to you.
All right, well, thanks very much for that. Our reporter Malungelo Booi coming to us live there from the Johannesburg City Hall. That memorial service being held for the late Zondeni Veronica Sobukwe. President Cyril Ramaphosa, of course, declaring a special official funeral for the veteran. She will be buried on Saturday.